In this video, we're going to go over how to name simple alcohols you see in organic chemistry. Like most things with naming in organic chemistry, if you know how to name your simple alkanes, just carbons and hydrogens, no double, triple bonds or anything, this is going to be way easier for you. Okay, so this is the most commonly known alcohol molecule in organic chemistry. Okay, this is ethanol. This is drinking alcohol. Okay, and so this is our name right here. And just like with alkanes, we have the prefix eth, which tells us how many carbons are in there. So there's 2 carbons, and then all is the suffix for alcohol. Now, obviously you don't just write ethol, that's not quite right. But what you can do is, if it helps you memorize it, is we go 1, 2, all right, that's F. Now, what if we, it's terrible H, named it as an alkane, it's ethane. Now, we remove the E, put an OL on there, ethanol. That is how you would do that, okay? Now, for ethanol, there's only one spot the alcohol could be, so we don't have to put numbering position labels on there. However, for something like propanol, we do, because these are both propanol. They're just different types of propanol. This one right here is 2-propanol, because this is at the 2 position, and this is 1-propanol, because it's at the 1 position here. Sometimes you'll see this also called isopropanol. So when we're naming things where it could be at different positions, we have to say where that is, because both of these are propanol. This prefix means that we have 3 carbons, and then the anol, that's saying it's alcohol. So we're saying it's an alcohol with 3 carbons in it, but then we say, and now this alcohol is at the number 1 position, whereas this alcohol has it at the number 2 position. It's that easy. Now, what if we have multiple alcohols? Okay, so let's rate this for a second. There we go. So what if we have something like this? So, do this. So we have a propyl piece again. So we have what, 1, 2, 3 carbons. And this is what's known as a diol. Okay, because we're saying all is alcohols, and di means 2, so there's 2 alcohols on it. This is broadly known as a diol, anything that has 2 alcohols on it. So how we name this is a little different. So we say propane, and no, that's terrible, Ne. I'm not very good at reaching across the screen. Now, what we do is we don't lop off the all. What we do is say propane, just diol. It's a little different. I don't make the rules, but this is how it. Now, like with anything else, we have to say where these are. Okay, so this would be the 1 and 2 position. Because remember, we always name everything so that we get the lowest possible substituent numbers. Here it doesn't matter because we count from either side, it would be the same. So we'd call this 1, 2 propane diol. Now, they're both on this position right here. Say they're right here. Now this would be just 1 propane diol. Remember, we wouldn't call that 3,3 because it wouldn't make sense. These additionally, when we have, so the original diol we had, when they are next to each other like this on neighboring carbons, these are known as glycols. They're what's known as geminal. So they're kind of neighboring. And they're a subset of diols. So this sometimes referred to as propylene glycol. So propylene glycol. Okay, so like glycols are usually coolants, I believe, in like real life. Generally, though, I don't think most professors ask you to know the glycol name. It's up to your professor. I don't know your professor. Only you do. So make sure you know that. But for these, just go with the diol name if you're not sure. Now, what if we have something in there that takes precedence over the alcohol? Because remember, when we're naming things, not all of them have the same priority. So let's go with the alpha, let's call it the beta hydroxy ketone, right? So we have a ketone here. Beta to it is this alcohol. The ketone takes priority in terms of naming. So we're going to name this as if it was a ketone first. So what do we call this group here? We don't call it an all. That when an alcohol is a substituent, where it's being named as a substituent, not the main molecule, it is what's known as a hydroxy group. Okay, so for our ketones, would be 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be a 4-hydroxy substituent. All right. And then lastly, I want to talk about one thing. There's a type of alcohols, aromatic alcohols, I can't even talk, called phenols. They're still alcohols, but just you see them around. So these are aromatic phenol alcohols. Think of it as like phenyl alcohol. These are known as phenols. So just have that knowledge for later. As always, hit that follow button.